And Bill, last year, a 17-year-old in Northern California died after buying fentanyl from someone on Snapchat. Is using social media to find drugs becoming a more common issue?
Yeah, and it happens here in our community all the time, unfortunately. I think what happened is during the pandemic, a big part of the retail drug sale market went online, went to social media and online marketplace. Just like all of our jobs did. We all did telework, or we all did some kind of remote work. The places where people would normally go to get drugs, whether it was nightclubs, bars, restaurants, social gatherings, they were shut down. So dealers turned to social media, and people turn to social media to buy drugs. And unfortunately, that is our children's world, right? That's where they are the experts. They know how to find things on social media. And even now that we're back open, all the places, the traditional sources for drugs are back open. A big portion of the market has stayed on social media, and all you need now is a smartphone, and you can buy some incredibly powerful drugs and have them delivered to your home. That's a threat that just simply did not exist even just 5 years ago, and parents really need to be aware of that.
Yeah, yeah. I understand some companies are now giving fentanyl test strips to bars and nightclubs. Is that an effective tool for folks?
Yeah, so just about 10 days ago, our governor actually signed a law legalizing these fentanyl test strips in California. Prior to that, they were actually illegal. Here's what I'll say about fentanyl test strips. If you're someone that's going to use a test strip to test a pill, know that 100% of the pills now that you're buying on the street, whether they're purported to be oxycodone, Xanax, Percocet, if you're not getting them directly from a pharmacy or a doctor, I am telling you they are fake and they contain fentanyl. And people ask, well, how can you say that with such confidence? We've taken 5 million of these pills off the street in the past 12 months. We test them at our laboratories. We know what's in them. These pills are fake and they contain fentanyl. If you want to use a test strip to test some other type of drug for the presence of fentanyl, just make sure you're using the proper type of test and that you're following the directions very specifically. I think one thing we all learned, or speaking for myself, I definitely learned using COVID home test kits, is each test kit is a little different and you have to follow the specific instructions to get a valid result. My fear is right now we have people using tests that are intended to test urine for the presence of fentanyl metabolites. I personally don't know if a test like that is valid for testing an actual controlled substance to see if it has fentanyl in it. That's my worry.
Right. We don't want these test strips to give people a false sense of confidence, so you got to do it the right way. Bill, great information, frightening information, unfortunately, but certainly important information you're sharing with us this morning. Thanks for that. We appreciate it.
Thanks, John.